Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I will tell.
Okay, whatever are most important, whatever is very basic requirements, we are covering everything here. The closures, conversion, what are the different things we're having, which one we use. Okay, here when user is loading something, I want to disable the user interaction. Disable the user interaction. View data user interaction enabled equal to false. And again, once I get the response from the server, user interaction disabled equal to true. Enabled is true. This is how you can do. Otherwise, what you can do is you can take one transparent view for this loading indicator. On top of that, you can display the loading indicator. Basically, some kind of blurriness, dullness you can show. That you can try. Anyways, now what is pending? Pagination is pending. When the pagination should happen? The pagination should happen when user scrolls down. When user scrolls down and sees the last cell, right? What we can do here, will display row at index path. Okay, displaying before displaying this method gets called. If the method is if index path dot row equal to user list dot data dot count -1. If it is count -1, let me take if that users. How to get the users? User list dot data. Here number of users -1. Index path row is always -1, right? If so, we need to hit request. Hit the request. Users.count -1. Hit the request. This is where we need to hit the request. With what is the number? Page number 2. How to do that? Here we can ask load data. Page number we can pass here integer by default. Page number equal to 1. By default, page number equal to 1, or else what we can do is user list dot page. User list dot page. If there is no page, means starting 0th page, or it is first page actually. By default, it is the document they have given. It is first page and second page, right? First page and second page. There is no 0th page. There is no 0th page, it seems. Yeah, for 0th page, we are getting something. First page. Yeah, 0 and first page, we are getting same results actually. Anyways, first page is by default. Once first page is loaded, user scrolls down till the bottom. Now we need to load which data, right? Which load data. What is the page number here? Here we need to identify the page number. User list dot page. If there is no page, I'm taking first page. If it is page, I'm taking the page plus next page +1. I'm just doing +1. Current page I'm taking current page +1. I want to pull the information for the page number 2. Once you pull the page information for the page number 2, what we need to do? If what we are doing, we are directly assigning. We should not directly assign it. We should not directly assign it. When you assign it, again, what happens? The first page data, whatever we have, will be last. That will be last. What we need to do? If self dot, even if self dot, what we can do? User list not available. If self dot user list equal to nil. If means first time else I do something. First time I'm just assigning it. Second time, what we need to do? We need to self dot user list dot we need to append the data, append the users. How to append the users here? We're getting the user. How to do this? How to do this? Self dot user list dot data means users dot append. Which one we need to append? Underscore user list data. We need to append. Data means users, right? For the existing users, I am appending the new data. I'm appending new data. Must be, and there should be optional. Anyways, we can mark this. We are getting data here. Fine. 3 errors. What is this? Appending contents of we can use instead of this. Appending. Basically, this is users. Already on the first page, we are getting 6 users. For the second page, if you override the data, only 6 users we see. I don't want to see the 6 users. I want to see 6 plus 6. That is what I am doing it here. The data is actually, let make this where I'm appending, right? Make this variable. And finally, refresh this. Perfect. And even page number we need to set. Page number also we need to read. Self dot user list dot page equal to underscore user list dot page. Let me make this as also where. That's it. It loads. If there is no page, making this as first page. After 3 seconds, the data will be displayed. Okay. We are fetching C, loading indicator again 3 seconds. We got the data. Again, at last page, it is calling. Again, we're getting the page number 2, right? We have page number 2. The information is we're re-getting again and again. We need to make sure that whenever we are calling load this method, what we need to check? This checks whether we have reached, whether users scroll to the bottom or not. And here what we need to check, if user list dot data dot count is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to user list dot data dot user list dot total, then only what I'm checking here is the received data should be lesser than the data which is available in the server. Total number of pages, total number of records what we are having in the server should be greater than, not equal to, greater than data.count, the available data, then only hit. If all data is received, then you need not to hit. You need not hit. Okay, make this force unwrapping. Force unwrapping is highly not recommended. After 6, we received 6 more records. We have 12 records. Now we stopped it here. See, we stopped it. No, not loading again and again, because here we have kept one condition. If local data is lesser than server data, then only load. If local data is equivalent or greater than server data, stop it. Clear? This is how we do. And let me load the images also. Images also very, very important. Loading the images. Here we have image, right? cell dot image view dot image equal to how to set emails, your emails, contents of data here, contents of file here, coder, image with data, something will be there, image named data. Let's see data, how to get the data. Here, let image data equal to data contents of file, contents of URL. What is URL here? Let me tell, avatar is the image, right? Let URL equal to URL of what is that? A user dot avatar. A user dot avatar. We're writing the string here, avatar string, and passing that here. Basically, we are having a string. I'm converting that string into the URL. From the URL, I'm loading the data. I'm loading the data. That data, I'm giving it to the image data. That's it. See what is the problem here. All can throw, wherever throw, we see this. We see this. Wherever throw, we are setting this. And if image is there, then only set this. This will not work actually, anyways. Run it. We'll wait for some time, like to fetch the information. Yeah, very cool. But there is some issue seems. The UI is hanging. The UI is hanging. If you clearly see, 1000% question again. How do you handle these cases when there are hundreds of records? When there are hundreds of records, how do you fetch the information of the images? Okay, how to do this? What is happening here? We are scrolling up and down. We are trying to pull the information of the image every time. This can be achieved in smoother ways. Caching. Caching is saving the information of the image. And if it is already caching means temporary storage, we can say. Temporary storage, we can say. Temporary storage. Okay. Once you pull the information from for the image, okay, we can save that for so-and-so URL. If user hits the same URL again, take the temporary storage information and display it. And this is hanging here. That is one way of doing. But second thing is hanging. First question what they ask is, how do you manage the memory? Every time you pulling the server, hitting the server and fetching the image data is costlier. How do you manage that? First thing is, I can use the caching. You can see the caching mechanism. There is something called NS caching. Okay, it is kind of a dictionary. You can set there for so-and-so URL, so-and-so image data. You guys can try that. Okay, and second thing here, hanging. How the hanging, why the hanging is happening here? We are trying to set multiple images and fetching the information, everything we are doing here, which is blocking. Sometimes what happens is the image flickers. Flickers means first image displays are the fourth image, for the fourth image as display as seventh image, like that. Okay. First, what I do is, first I'll set these images properly. For that, I'll do what I do is extension view controller function download image. URL string and how to do this? Image view. How to do these things? We do URL string, which is string. I'm just calling this method download image method where what happens? Same thing happens here. Yeah, let's say how to hit the URL. We know HTTP client we have, right? You can ask HTTP client also. Anyways, let me do URL. Let URL equal to URL of string, URL string. We have URL string here. Let me take URL request. URL request of here URL and let session equal to URL session dot share dot data task. We're pulling the information from the server URL request. We get data response error. If there is a data not equal to, I'm just checking for data not equal to nil, what we can do is when we do this image view dot image view, not sure if this helps. Basically, we can check the other ways as well. Mostly we can pass index path actually. Anyways, I'll try this way. We're waiting the data here. We got the data. What we can do is image view dot image equal to image of data. And finally, session resume. Not sure if it works. You can remove this as well. Download. I'm just trying. Okay, let's see. Instead of calling the download here, what we can do is what is that? Download image for avatar image is cell dot image view. Not sure if it works. Right. If it makes it a little smoother. Basically, we need to use it is making too much hanging. Actually, wait for the image to download. But finally, it is smooth. But if you see, there looks flickering in the sense of this image displayed here. When it is reusing, there is an issue. Okay, you can try this. How to avoid this? Very, very important. You need to try this and understand what exactly is happening. Okay, here we need to pass the index path as well so that you can do this. And one more thing is dispatch q.main q.main.async. This is actually not a good approach, like passing the image here. There are some other approaches. You can try that. You can see what are the different approaches to load the image on the table cell. What is the method we use, and what are the different problems we encounter. Okay, the same image is displayed here as well somewhere. Duplicate images are there. Okay, whenever it is reusing, it is not downloading other things. Okay, any more doubts?